Hello, true believers. What we have here is Hero's one of his favorite shoes, his anti-clog, Nike anti-clog. If you ask me what his favorite shoes are, I mean, you can't just. I mean, it's like choosing between your kids. He loves all of them, but he's gonna have his favorites. I think his top three would be his first is limited edition Flyknit Ultra. Nike Flyknit Ultra, and then his Tiempos. He loves the leather, and then of course he loves his anti-clog because, for practicality purposes, because when it rains, the conditions get muddy. He needs them. Why is this thing seem to be? It seems kind of blurry to me. Hold on, let me see if I can get that clear. Okay, much better. Yeah, no, it was condensing. That's why it was blurry. So he loves these anti-clocks, but the last time he used them at the last practice, I they decided to give out. Right here, you can see the sole started splitting like that, and that's the biggest problem with Nike shoes, and they're like Chinese cars or Chinese products. After the warranty runs out, they pretty much self-destruct. They have this kind of planned obsolescence, or somehow they have it after 2 years. Nike has their shoes with a warranty for 2 years. They'll replace them if they decide to do this, but after 2 years, you're on your own. So as you can see, it decided to split on Hero while he was playing the last time. So the glue that keeps them together after 2 years of regular use, they decide to self-destruct like that. So that's his right foot, which he uses a lot. The left one, of course, sees less action than the right foot because he's right-footed. And the problem, as you can see, there's two things. Number one, the sole split, which is a common problem with all Nike shoes. And then, as you can see, the ACC, the all conditions control, this film over here, this kind of silicone film, is already falling apart. The Flyknit underneath is fine, but the silicone cover for the all conditions control, the ACC, this stuff right here, so when it's wet you still have grip on the ball, is peeling off, cracked right here, because this is where Hero does most of his toe kicking. So you can see it down, but the rest of the shoe is still in good condition. So what's the problem then? So what are we going to do now that he doesn't have any anti-clogs? I mean, now that this one is broken. Good news is we also have a second pair. Ta-da! This is brand new. As you can see, never been worn, never been used, straight out of the box. It's got the Flyknit ACC. You could just read that. Flyknit ACC, all conditions control. And this one was actually from David S. Thank you very much, David S. And this one was from Pico. Thank you very much, Pico. They're both bought approximately about 4 years ago. So this one, why do you have two? Well, this one is a size 12. This one is a size 13. So he couldn't use this because they were too big. This one was the right size. But Hero is now, so 4 years ago, Hero was a size 12. Fast forward now, he's a size 12 and a half. If you get him shoes, he could fit into a size 12, but they're narrow. So the recent size 12s that we got, they fit him fine lengthwise, but widthwise, they're narrow. So we have to get him 12 and a half or 13 now. So I was forward looking to the future because his feet were growing one size each year. So I got a size 12 and I also got a size 13. and his feet slowed down at size 12, 12 and a half. He was actually 11 and a half, and I would always get a half size bigger. And I said, oh no, these shoes are so expensive. They're like $400 because these are Nike Mercurials, and by himself they're 350. But you add the anti-clogs, it's another $100, $50. So it's like $400. So I didn't want him to grow out of it right away after 1 year, when the warranty is good for 2 years. So he was a size 12, and I said, can I get another pair also? I asked another friend also to sponsor the size 13. So he's size 12 and a half right now, and he fits these perfectly now 4 years later. So I think his feet will probably grow until 12. I mean, if he's got another, let's say he's going to be turning 14 this year, he's got another 3 to 4 years of growing, he could actually be a size 13, because he is a size 12 and a half right now. So you can buy shoes at 12 and a half or 13, he'll fit. Because he has, just like me, he has wide feet also. So thank you very much, David S. and Pico, for his anti-clogs. So I don't know what the glue is going to be like after 4 years, but this served us well. And today the field is muddy again. So unfortunately we have this, but I don't know how the glue is going to hold up. We'll see. So what are we going to do with these old ones? Well, we're probably not going to use them again, because as you can see, the ACC has already fallen apart. And usually, I don't know how the yarn is going to hold up to the stitching. But we'll go ahead and invest $10 on these to get them stitched up and repaired at Mr. Quickie. Because as you can see, we're probably not gonna use them again, but we're probably gonna give it to somebody. We'll give it to the coach, we'll give it to the other players. We don't know which coach we're gonna give it to, because he has several coaches. But we'll get them repaired, and we'll give them to the coach, and the coach can decide what he wants to do with them. The problem is size 12 is pretty big. Most people here in the Philippines are between size 9 or 7 to 9. The people here have pretty small feet. Hero's got it's like big feet. It's like Bigfoot. So, and they're wide too. So it's going to be difficult. These are American sizes. I mean, Hero is made in America. So 12 and a half is an American size. So there you go. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and invest $10 to get this repaired at Mr. Quickie. And then we'll donate it to, because Hero's going to be not going to be happy about giving them away, because this is the game shoes that he wore that he scored his first hat trick here ever in the Philippines. So he's gonna have sentimental attachment to him. He gets it from his mom. Me, I don't really get sentimentally attached. I do, but I mean, it's locked up in your memories forever. See how the ACC is just peeling off like that. But he likes to keep them for memory purposes. So I have to tell him, look, if you're not going to use them again, we have memories of it. We even have it on. I even uploaded it on video. Let somebody else score another hat trick with them. Let's be fair to these shoes and not let it just be stored away and not be enjoyed. They're meant to be used. Even though the ACC is falling apart, you could still, the rest of the fly knit is still in good condition, and somebody else could use it, and they could score a hat trick with it also. Not just you, so it'll have more memories, and not just let it just retire while it's still usable. It just needs to be, the sole just needs to be repaired. Anyway, that's the plan. So bad news is this is ready to retire, or it is retired. Good news is we have a new pair, and let's hope that it lasts just as good, and that the glue, even though after 4 years, still holds. Anyway, that's what we're going to be up to this morning, and I'll let you know how it goes.
This is Ben Patoni. Thanks for watching.